Good morning all. In this video, we are going to study Chapter 3 Material of Daily Use, Class 7th. As you all know that all the material which we use are made up of fibers, and we have already done in our class 6th that there are two types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are from plants and animals, and synthetic fibers are those fibers which are manufactured in the factories, in the industries. Okay, so fibers are obtained from plants and animals. They are called as natural fibers. Example are your cotton, jute, wool and silk. And fibers which are manufactured in the industries by the humans are called as artificial fibers or synthetic fibers. Examples are nylon, rayon and plastics. Okay, so there are mainly two types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Now, natural fibers are fibers which are from plant or animal fibers. The fibers which are obtained from plants like your cotton and jute are your natural fibers. The fibers which are obtained from your sheep, yak, they all come under your animal fibers. Okay, like we get wool and silk from your animals. Okay, so plant fibers, it consists of your cotton, jute, coir, flax. They all come under your plant fibers. Either the fruit of the plant or the seeds of the plant or even the the outer covering of the plants, they are changed into your fibers. As you know that cotton we get from fruit and jute we get from the stem of the plant. Okay, animal fiber is your wool or silk which we are getting. You know, your mother, they knit sweaters for you made up of yarn, and these yarn we get from the animals. Your mother wears silk sarees, your father wear a silk shirt. They all we get from silkworm, which is an animal, which are termed under your animal fibers. Okay, so now फाइबर्स फ्रॉम एनिमल कुड बी योर वूल यील्डिंग एनिमल्स, जो हमें वूल देते हैं. ठीक है, जैसे आपके पास अंगूरा गोट हो गई, गोट शीप हो गई. ठीक है, कैमल, याक, दे ऑल गिव अस वूल. दे कम अंडर वूल yielding animals. Okay, there are so many varieties of wool which we get from sheep, and this is used in your making of your carpet, making of your Kashmiri shawls. They all come under this. Now, how this production of wool is done from sheep, we are going to study about that. There are four main steps which are involved in this. First is your shearing, scoring, carding and spinning. Okay, so four main steps are there in the production of wool from the sheep. First step is your shearing. See, what is shearing? Shearing is when the sheep are held on a wooden board and their fleece or the hair along with the thin uppermost layer of the skin is shaved off. That means shearing is shaving off of the uppermost layer of the skin. That is called as your shearing, shearing of sheep. This is mostly done during the summertime. Okay. Second comes your scoring. What is scoring? The sheared skin which we have now, with the shaved off skin which we have now. Okay, has got a thick coat of hair. Now that thick coat of hair is washed in the tanks, or they are washed in the machineries to remove the grease, dirt and dust from them. This is scoring. Scoring means the cleaning up of the hair, the cleaning up of the skin. Okay, next is your carding. Carding means that the fibers, changing them into small fibers, okay? These are fibers are passed through metal teeth to straighten them, okay? This process is called carding, means you are straightening them. You are straightening up the fibers, and this is done with the help of machineries, okay? This is called as your carding, okay? Now when the carding is done, after that the yarn is to be made, and that yarn is made by spinning. Spinning is done either by takli or either by charkha. Earlier it used to be done by takli or a charkha, but nowadays the spinning machines are there to make the fabric into your yarn, and that yarn is then used up to make sweaters, to make wool material. These all things are then used up, okay? So this is your about how we get wool from the sheep. We go through 4 steps: shearing, scoring, carding and spinning. After the spinning is done, the wool is ready to there in the market. It is dyed into different beautiful colors to attract the people, okay? Now the second type of animal fiber which we are going to study is your silk. We are going to study about silk. Silk is obtained from silk moth. The scientific name of silk moth is Bombyx mori, okay? And the breeding and the management of the silkworm for the production of the silk is called as sericulture, okay? So silk is obtained from silk moth. The scientific name is Bombyx mori, and the breeding and the management is called as sericulture. Now how the silk is obtained? There is a typical life cycle of a silkworm, okay? First the eggs, it lay eggs on the mulberry leaves. Then it changes up into larva. From larva it changes into pupa. From pupa into developing moth, and then an adult. The pupa stage is in the cocoon stage, okay? And now the silk is obtained in this cocoon. Later on these cocoon are broken up, and the silk fiber we get it from there, okay? Hope I am clear with how we get wool from